put this on my shirt. Welcome. You probably clicked on this video today because you cannot hold your planche as long as you would like to. And I'm here to give you 5 cheat codes that you could implement into your workout today so you could solve that problem. Let's get started. So as long as you have a tuck planche for at least 5 seconds, you can implement these cheat codes you're gonna get today. They're gonna apply to whatever progression you're at, whether it's an advanced tuck, a straddle planche, a full planche, wherever you're at. If you implement these, they're gonna help you on working on increasing that hold time. Tip number 1 is gonna be in relation to the normal attempts that you do. So usually when you're attempting a max hold, whether it's straddle, full, whatever it is, you're just gonna try to hold as long as possible and then you're gonna come down. The problem with that is you are not pushing yourself to the maximum. You're pushing yourself to the maximum of the progression that you're at, but you're not trying to take it further and overload yourself enough to increase that hold time. So the best way that you could solve that problem is by doing variable progressions within the same set, working from the hardest to the easiest so that you could really burn your muscles out to the maximum capacity. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. So, for example, in my case, if I'm working on increasing my full planche hold, instead of just attempting a full planche max hold and then giving up, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to full planche, and then when I get tired, I'm gonna straddle, and then when I get tired, I'm gonna advance tuck, and then I'm gonna go to a tuck, and I'm gonna max it out all the way till I'm completely out of gas. So the best way to look at it is the way you would look at a drop set when it comes to bodybuilding or weightlifting. The exact same thing, just with progressions. If you implement that instead of just trying max holds and then giving up, it's gonna help you really milk it for everything you got in your body, and it's really gonna help you work on increasing that hold time. Cheat code number 2, this is where you're gonna start needing a few accessories to help you. So in my case, I got a couple ankle weights. If you really don't have access to anything, you could work with a pair of boots or even just put some heavy shoes on and it should help. So for this one right here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna strap the weight to your extremities, which is your feet, and you are going to go one progression back. So let's say I'm working on full planche, I'm put the ankle weights on, I'm gonna max out my straddle planche with the ankle weights on. What that's gonna do is it's gonna transfer a lot to my full planche hold. I'm gonna get the ankle weights on and I'm gonna go, and for my case, I'm gonna do a straddle. So this is gonna trick your body because for me, a straddle is easy. But so when I do it, my whole body is thinking, okay, this is easy, I got this. The only difference is this time I got ankle weights on. So it's gonna add weight to a movement that is easy for my body and is going to transfer to the harder progression, which is a full planche in my case. So weights on and max out your straddle. And when you're out of gas on the straddle, go to the tuck and keep doing sets. It's gonna help a lot. It essentially is progressive overload. Cheat code number 3 is gonna be mainly focused on the arms, the front delts, the scapula, essentially the base of your planche, on strengthening it without taxing the body too much, and just working on the upper portion of the movement. What you wanna do, and if you do not know how to do a hollow body hold, go learn. It is one of the most important movements in calisthenics. So what you wanna do is get into a hollow body hold on the floor, make sure your hollow is proper, and then from there, hold the dumbbells out as if you are in a planche. So your hands want to be at the level of your waist, out in front of you, straight locked out arms, and you wanna do holds for as long as you can. And the easier that gets for you, the more weight you wanna load up on the dumbbells. That is really gonna help you strengthen the base of your planche and increase your hold. Now, if you don't have access to dumbbells, as I was saying previously, you could use a band. The way to do this with a band is you get the band underneath your low back, wrap your hands in it like that, and you're gonna do the same exact thing. And you're gonna hold it. And it's gonna provide the resistance necessary to train your shoulders. So this is a really, really good exercise to do as an accessory to your planche training to increase your hold. As well, You can do it on days where you're fatigued, where it's a rest day and the rest of your body needs some rest, but you want to get a little bit of workout in the upper body. You can throw this one in. It's fantastic. Let's move on to number 4. All right, cheat code number 4 is going to be pseudo-planche holds on boxes. So what it's going to do is going to isolate the rest of your body and make sure everything is working correctly, and it's going to take your arms out of the equation. So 2 even surfaces. Get your shoulders on them. Make sure your arms are behind. And then from there, you're gonna do holds. Either in straddle, in full, or whatever you need. At first, you might find it a little bit challenging, but once you figure out the placement and where to put your arms at, it will be a little bit easier than a normal planche, and it'll allow you to really get the conditioning in your body that you need, whatever progression it is you're working on. And especially what it's gonna do is, if your arms are not the issue, if your biceps and shoulders are strong enough, it's gonna make sure you're putting emphasis on the other muscles, using everything with your arms and, you know, with your bicep and your shoulders, so that you can get your planche as strong as possible in every way. Okay, cheat code number 5. And this one is definitely an interesting one. Okay, I picked this up a few years ago from a really good planche athlete called Bar in Sky. He's a German guy. We DM'd, and it was a great tip that he gave me that helped me so much. And it's kind of a trick on your nervous system. It's very similar to the ankle weighted cheat code I gave you, which was the second one, where you're kind of tricking your body by thinking you're doing something easier, but you're actually doing something harder. So what you're gonna do in this case is you're gonna get under a bar, put the band on the bar, get the band around your waist, and then also put ankle weights on. So what that does, it's a very weird way to trick your nervous system, because once you get the band on and you're holding your planche, your body automatically thinks this is easy. I can hold this for a long time. But what your body doesn't realize is you got the ankle weights on. So what I would do is I do my hardest progression, which is a full planche with the band on, with the ankle weights on, and I max it out. And what that does is, for some reason that I can't explain, science, it tricks your body and you end up holding it for much longer than, you know, you would if you just had the ankle weights on. And it transfers a lot of power when you actually go a couple days later and try a max hold. And it really helps you increase your hold. So make sure you give that one a try. All right, guys. That's it. Those are my 5 favorite cheat codes that you could use, put into your training today, and you're gonna see some serious progress with your planche hold. I hope that helps, and I'll see you next time.